Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about something that's a little bit more on the spookier side of things, and something that I think is pretty important for anyone who's interested in the paranormal, but especially for anyone who is going to potentially want to contact the other side or conduct ghost hunting adventures of their own. The thing that I see a lot is how tools to contact spirits are evil and wrong, and most commonly and easily accessible would be the Ouija board. Now the question is, are Ouija boards bad or evil? In my opinion, the simple answer is no. They are not evil tools, but they can, in fact, find and invite evil in. Not everything that you contact is a malevolent spirit or a demonic entity, but it is definitely something to be cautioned about and to know when the conversation is getting dark and, hey, maybe you should stop doing that then. That's why you must be careful and follow the rules and know when to stop. So in this video, I kind of want to talk about like the do's and don'ts, but first I kind of want to start with the general rules. I should first say that, as a lot of people know, that Hasbro actually has this as a game, and it in fact is not a game. And even if you are playing the game version, the rules should be taken seriously and should be considered universal across all versions of the Ouija board. Looking at the game, there really isn't any clear rules, but based on what I've learned and things that I've read, the first step is to first gather 2 or more people, and I'll explain why later. And then you place 2 fingers each on the planchette, and for every person playing, you circle the board for however many people there are. So if there's 2 people playing, you circle it twice. And then you ask your questions, and then when you're done, you say goodbye. That's kind of just like the rough general rules. Next, I'm going to get into the major important do's and don'ts. The first and one of the most important rules is to never taunt the spirits that you're talking to, and that includes not asking joking or mocking questions. Number 2, never ask the Ouija board when you're going to die. Number 3, never use the Ouija board alone. Number 4, don't use the Ouija board in your own home. If you do end up contacting a malevolent spirit, then you risk having that energy being contained in your home. Number 5, don't leave the planchette on the board. When you're not playing, make sure that it's removed from the board and it doesn't sit there. Number 6, always end your session with saying goodbye. If it doesn't say goodbye, force it to. Number 7, ideally the location should be dark and free of background noise. You can have some candlelight, enough so that you can see what it's spelling out on the board. Number 8, if whoever you're communicating through with on the board is going through the alphabet or counting down from 10, immediately say goodbye. And if the spirit you're communicating with is making the planchette move into a figure 8, end it and say goodbye. Number 10, if the spirit that you are speaking to identifies himself as Zozo, end it immediately and say goodbye. And that goes for any potential malevolent spirit that you may come in contact with. Just end it and say goodbye. Number 11, now this may seem like the fun thing to do or the place to go to use it, but do not use it in a cemetery. Number 12, if you have depression or in any type of low mood, do not use a Ouija board, as it may draw in that negative energy. And number 13, never burn a Ouija board. If you are having problems with the Ouija board, store the planchette and board separately. Burning it can do a lot more damage than simply just leaving it untouched in your closet or something, or giving it away. So that's all I have today for the do's and don'ts of the Ouija board and kind of my thoughts and opinions of, no, I don't think that it's bad. It just depends on what you communicate with. If there's any rules or anything that you think that I might have missed, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below and I will look over them. I'd be happy to discuss it with you and hear about any of your experiences. Like and subscribe, and until next time, thank you for watching.